Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Radiant Moon Tarot. My name is Victoria. We are here talking about the total lunar eclipse, which is a full moon in the sign of Virgo, happening on the 13th or 14th of March 2025, depending on where you are in the world. If you are on the Pacific coast of North America, Pacific time zone, this is going to happen for you at 11:54 p.m. at the height on the 13th, and everywhere else it's going to be on the 14th. Okay. So the majority of people are going to see this on the 14th. But it is a total lunar eclipse. So it is a big deal. And what do eclipses bring? Well, first, we've got the energy of a full moon. So full moons can be the end of a cycle. It can be a karmic cycle. It can just be a cycle in your life. Full moons can, have us reaping what we've sown, so we can get rewards. We can get things that manifest in our lives. We can get new insights to things at a full moon because it does tend to be a little bit more spiritual. Emotions are heightened, and sometimes this can bring some heightened awareness for us as well. And we are in Pisces season also. Yes, the full moon is in Virgo, but we are in Pisces season up to the 20th of March. So this can certainly be where we do have those heightened insights. We get some spiritual awakenings going on. Pay attention to your dreams because you could have some very interesting ones at this time. But full moons are really good for healing as well, and of course, letting things go. Virgo energy, right? The full moon, we've got the influence of Virgo. And Virgo is a very down-to-earth energy. The ruler is Mercury, who is going retrograde. So we do have that going on as well. We've got two retrogrades, okay, happening at the same time as this full moon. But we do have the Virgo energy, which rules the 6th house. Your 6th house is all about your health, happiness, well-being on all levels. Okay, your spiritual, mental, physical, emotional. Virgo is very connected with your gut health. So some of you may be really kind of assessing your eating habits. Maybe there's no other goal other than, eating healthier, right? Maybe you've been eating too many processed foods, too much fast food, instant food that we get from the grocery store. And, maybe you're going to look at eating more whole foods, more vegetables, or more home cooked foods, right? And you'll probably see a really big difference in your energy level, in your digestive system, things like that, right? So it can be really helpful. And of course, one of the side effects is maybe you've got more energy and, maybe you would lose a little bit of weight, but the main goal might be just to eat healthier a little bit, whole foods kind of thing. So that can come up with Virgo energy. Some of you may be looking to ditch some sedentary lifestyle. You want to get a little bit more fit. So you might start an exercise regime. Maybe you start a spiritual practice or get back into practicing, your spiritual self there. Do some more meditation, whatever that looks like to you. Some of you, of course, the 6th house is being of service to others, helping people out a little bit. And it is associated with pets as well. So some of you are going to get a pet. Perhaps if you've had one that's crossed the rainbow bridge, your heart is opening up for a new one. Or perhaps, unfortunately, some of you might, need to let one of your little fur babies go, unfortunately. But there's a healing element that comes here as well. And maybe it's because it's, time, right? Sometimes that's just the way you have to make those difficult decisions. But if you are in a position where maybe you're not quite ready to have a pet, maybe you give back to your community in some way. Maybe you volunteer as a dog walker at your local animal shelter or something. And this can help out pets in need, right? Even if you can't have one yourself. So the 6th house can certainly bring this big healing element. Some of you could be, have a job change in line for you, in store for you, if you're not happy where you are, you're not getting paid what you're worth. Venus retrograde has us thinking about that, thinking about your worth, your value, how you make your money, what resources are available to you, how you create a better circumstance for yourself. So Venus retrograde can be very helpful in that because we are in this reflecting mode, right? That's one of the important things to remember about this lunar eclipse. It is about reflection. Two retrogrades get a bad rap, and sometimes rightfully so, but we need to remember the words when it comes to retrogrades. They slow us down a little bit. They have us taking a step back. we reassess, reevaluate, regroup, refocus, renew, and sometimes even revive, we can get something that comes back around again for us, or maybe someone, if that's in the cards for you. It can be fated events. It can be unexpected surprises, especially where eclipses are involved. Okay. And those retrogrades on top of that. So it's like layers on layers of, I don't know what's happening, but something is shifting for me. So just keep your eyes open for that. But with the 6th house, Virgo energy, really focusing on your daily patterns, habits, routines. Where do you work? Do you drive long distances? Do you want to work from home? Are you leaving a career behind because maybe you've hit the proverbial glass ceiling, or it just doesn't do it for you anymore? It doesn't give you any kind of satisfaction anymore. You might be considering a job change there for yourself as well. So you might be starting to put the feelers out, okay, with that. One of the things that can happen with eclipses is we do tend to feel ungrounded and a little bit carried away. So like I said, I can't really express this enough. Let's take a step back. Okay, reflect, refocus, reassess something, evaluate something, ask some questions, okay? Because retrograde energies on top of eclipses can have us being really impulsive. Emotions can run high, conversations get out of control, opportunity, if we want to call it that, for miscommunication is very rampant at this time as well, especially once Mercury goes retrograde also in Aries on the 14th, same day as the eclipse. Okay, so it's like, big shocking, could be a shocking announcement, whether it's something close to home for you, or it could be something out in the world, right? Can come out there as well. So it's going to be important to keep your wits about you, connect with your heart, think before you speak, sleep on something instead of being impulsive, and of course, really connect with your heart, connect with your spirit, connect with your spiritual practice, do a little soul searching. Virgo is very connected with soul searching, okay? Because eclipses are a wild card, right? Wild card energy, shocks, surprises, fated events, and all of that. And so sometimes we just can't see something coming. And there is a huge energy of endings with this eclipse. Okay, not just because it's a full moon, which can bring endings anyway, but also this is happening at 23 degrees and 57 minutes. And when we have an eclipse there, we round up to 24 degrees. And if you follow degree astrology at all, 24th degree is Pisces degree, which is the last sign of the zodiac. And so this can bring some powerful endings before we head into our brand new astrological new year. So whether it's, again, that it can be really supportive if you're trying to break a habit, right? We'll say that right now. Or if you're trying to leave something behind, that some baggage that you've been carrying with you, or maybe some relationships, friendships, romantic relationships that you've been trying to shake for a while, or you just know haven't been healthy for you, right? This can be where we just make that final decision. We're like, I've been thinking about this for a long time. I can't do this anymore. But whatever your situation is, just remember that there can be some very heightened emotions at this eclipse, at this full moon, okay? One word to note, Saturn is tightly conjunct the sun at this lunation, and the sun, of course, is in opposition to the moon when we've got a full moon, and so this can be a big reality check. Saturn, of course, is the planet that likes us to set goals, get down to reality, likes to teach us life lessons, of course, and can really say, because Saturn is a heavy energy, and it can really say, hey, time to make a plan. Stop it with this wishy-washy Pisces energy, right? Get a plan in place. You want to have a dream? What are you dreaming about? Your imagination is a wonderful thing, but we don't want to live in fantasy. We want to come into reality. So how can you turn your dreams into reality? What's stopping you? What is opposing you, right? The sun wants to go forward, and the moon, right, in Virgo, South Node energy is holding you back. So where is your breakthrough? Because one is at hand, okay? And Saturn is actually helping you to do that by putting something down on paper. What are you dreaming of? Put it on paper. What is your first step? you don't always need to look past the first step, because the first step is helping us to get our toe out of our comfort zone. And then it's like, oh, nothing bad happened. Okay, I'll take another step. And I'll take another step, and I'll take another step, and eventually we snowball. So this can really be a very helpful energy for you to get your dreams into reality. But we do have to put some goals down, or we do have to, put a little bit of a framework together to give us a sense of direction. Okay, it can always be changed, can always be adjusted. Okay, but we've got to start somewhere. And if we don't take that first step, we'll forever be right where we are. And that's not always fulfilling on whatever level for us. We're meant to go forward. We're not meant to stay in a comfort zone. Humanity did not evolve by staying in a comfort zone. Okay, so it's time to just do a little bit of something there. Even if it's something that you always wanted to try, some wild, audacious dream that you always wanted to do. I always wanted to go ziplining, or I always wanted to do bungee jumping, or I always wanted to travel, to wherever. What's stopping you, right? Time to put that dream into motion. Will it all come to fruition tomorrow? Probably not. Okay, but you can at least get started. All right. Big reminder there for that moon. Okay. So where will we see this eclipse? Well, it depends. It actually has a huge path of potential visibility. Of course, depends on your weather. Let's see. It's and don't forget, the path of totality for an eclipse does tend to be where we get news. Okay, it can be some interesting news. It can be some surprising news, some shocking news. It can be something, joyous, right? We just never know. But the path of totality, we've got all of North America, the western half of South America, partially visible in the UK, parts of Europe, parts of Africa, and Australia. So we do have a lot of people that can potentially really see this eclipse. It is also called a blood moon eclipse, so it could be really interesting to watch. Anyway, that is the energy update that I have for you guys for your eclipses. And so we're going to get into your sign and pull some cards for you. Again, timestamp down below. If you're watching the long video, all of the signs are on this one video. If you're just watching your single video, because I'm breaking them up a little bit, just helps people find them a little bit easier, then I'll put the links to the other videos down below as well, so you can just click around. And again, make sure you watch your sun, moon, and rising, your big three, but also watch your Venus sign, because Venus is, of course, playing a key role in this eclipse as well. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Good luck in this eclipse energy, and let's get started. Hello there, Libra, and welcome to your full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo. So hold on to your hats here a little bit, Libra. Okay, we've got this lunation happening in your 12th astrological house. So this is a Pisces energy that comes in with the 12th house, and of course for the majority of March, and especially through this eclipse, we are still in Pisces season. So there could be something that's coming to light for you in the 12th house. You could be clearing out some confusion. You could certainly have some secrets. Something that has been hidden may be revealed. You could be getting clarity on something here. But this is a very spiritual energy here with the 12th house. And so pay attention to your dreams, for one. You could be having some very interesting ones. If you forever are saying, I never remember any of my dreams, one of the things that you can do is, when you wake up in the morning, keep your eyes closed. Okay, it's all about helping retain your dream a little bit. Keep your eyes closed, and just for a minute, and just, what energy are you feeling? What emotions are you feeling? Do you have any images in your head? Do you have any words that are lingering in the air? These are all parts of your dream. And once you've just taken a moment to remember that, or to feel that, then just write it down. Write down a word, a feeling, an emotion, sensation, whatever it happens to be. Because if we take a moment before we open our eyes, opening our eyes, of course, is a huge sign for our brain to wake up. But before we open our eyes, our subconscious is still kind of ruling us. So, once we snap those things open. So what we do is we kind of bring those sensations or your dream into your conscious thoughts, and then you quickly write them down. If writing something down doesn't work for you, maybe use your voice note on your phone, whatever works. And then do that for a few nights, especially a couple nights before the eclipse and a few nights after. And something could be coming together. Maybe you have repeating emotions, repeating energies, repeating images. Sometimes it tells a little bit of story. So there could just be something really profound there, because the 12th house is very spiritual, very dreamlike, can be seeped in mysticism there with that energy. So it might be really interesting for you, especially with the amplification of the eclipse. But your 12th house does have to do with things that are hidden, things that are hidden inside of us, your subconscious. It can be the things that we've purposely squashed down, emotions, feelings, thoughts, things we need to work through. Some of you could be in the midst of a massive spiritual transformation here. So you could have like dark night of the soul stuff going on for yourself. Okay. Just connect with your heart space, stay grounded. All right. Carry some crystals if that works for you. Do some candle magic, burn some things away. Always practice fire safety, please. Okay. Those kind of things, because we do need to, when we're going through stuff where we're evolving and we're changing, we do need to acknowledge the dark as well as the light. Okay. Some people will say, oh, just practice the light, and it'll chase away the dark. But the fact is that light and dark live in harmony. We've got the sun and the moon, right? We've got the lightness, we've got the darkness. And that light and dark lives within us, it lives out in the world. And we have to acknowledge it, and we have to, deal with it. It's the balance, the natural order of the universe, right? Without dark, we would never know that it's light. Right? Without sadness, we would never appreciate happiness. So we do need to acknowledge these things. It's part of our experience. Okay. So don't be afraid of those deep dives. Okay. But remember, your active energy is today. All right. So we don't want to live in the darkness. We need to acknowledge it or work through it. All right. But your 12th house can certainly be karmic debts, karmic cycles, ending big time. All right. But with your 12th house being the last house in the zodiac, it is Pisces energy. We're in Pisces right now, the last sign of the zodiac. We're right ready to step into a brand new astrological new year on the 20th of March. And this can be a big ending for you. It can be just shutting down bad habits. It can be shutting down bad or old outdated thoughts and belief systems. It can be the end of relationships, or the end of jobs, or, the end of friendships, all these kind of things. Whatever it is, whatever you are taking forward with you on your journey is what you're going to pack up in your little suitcase, and you're going to take it with you. Anything else, you are leaving it behind. You're shutting it down. You're burning it to ashes. And because it's heavy and you don't want to take it with you. So the 12th house can be very spiritual, very mystical, magical, but it can also be a little bit challenging. All right. So just be a little bit aware of that. Okay. Ground your energy, protect your energy, meditate. Okay. All going to be good for you there. We have self-love, practice self-love as well. Okay. Self-love here is a beautiful energy. This card number 6, and your 6th house is where the sun is at this lunation. So how can you navigate the darkness? Walk into the light. How can you reveal what is hidden? Get clarity. How can you navigate some potentially very challenging energy? Love yourself. Remember, love starts from within. Love yourself and see yourself blossom and grow. It's time for you to really embrace who you truly are. Take care of your own needs. Because if we don't take care of our own self, we'd have nothing left to give anyone else. And you are a very giving sign there, Libra. Okay. But how long has it been since you've done nice things for yourself? Since you put yourself first, right? take this opportunity to do that. So self-love, have a nice shower, have a bubble bath, do something fun, go for a walk in nature, go to the spa. There's a lot of free things you can do to practice self-love. All right. And we have ideas. Lovely. I love the ideas card. This is your sun card. Okay. What is your dreams? What is your vision? What is your goal? All right. What do you want to do for yourself? Where do you see yourself going? Wherever it happens to be, okay, you've got a spark. There's something there guiding you. There's something there lighting the lantern in front of you. This is a time to turn your ideas into actions, into goals, and turn your dreams into reality. Write something down, get started. And this is big ideas here with this energy as well, right? Maybe you want to write a book. Maybe you want to go traveling. Maybe you've got a personal goal, self-love. Something that you've always put off because you've always put other people first. It might be fun, might be adventurous, it might be creative, might be inspirational, whatever it is, there's a spark lying within you. Bring that spark to life. It's an important and magical time of transformation for you. Let's see what your fortune says. Your fortune. Even the busiest person always has time. Like a skilled dancer, a busy person choreographs time to their will. Amid the flurry of tasks, remember that determination fuels the clock's rhythm, just as the sun finds its way through the densest clouds. You too carve out moments for what truly matters. Embrace your inner conductor, orchestrate your priorities, and let the music of accomplishment and fulfillment guide your steps. Your lucky numbers: 9, interesting because this is card number 9, 9, 33, 44, 67, 70, and 88. You've got 3 double digits in there. 33, master teacher number 33, 44. Some people consider that a master number, and 88. Even if you don't consider it a master number, double 8 is going with the flow, flexibility and adaptability, and abundance and manifestation. I'll leave that there for you guys. I thank you for watching. Good luck in this lunation. I'll catch you later.